a chair with no arms is preferred, just so you know. And come to a seated position. Sit so that your spine's tall. And if it feels more comfortable, you can lean against your back with feet flat on the floor. And hands just rest where they feel comfortable being. And I'll ask that right away you close your eyes. And what that will do is allow us to turn our attention inward to whatever is happening on the inside today. Today's practice is all about pushing the reset button, coming back home. There's this old adage in yoga. Yoga is about 5,000 years old. It's ancient. There's this old adage in yoga that says, more or less, that relaxation, feeling at peace, is truly who you are. And all it is a realization that you're coming home. If peace is your true nature and it's what you already know, then all you have to do is realize it. So how do we get there, right? How do we let our mind untangle from all of the things outside of this moment and outside of this room? One quick and surefire way to do that, to be present, to be right here and not somewhere else in your mind, is to concentrate on your inhales and your exhales. And that's it. So simple. So what does that feel like if you start to imagine that you can see your breath? You can feel your body inflate with the inhale, and you can feel it soften with the exhale, like the waves of an ocean, like the ebb and flow. And without trying to change your breath in any way just yet, I just want you to notice where it is. Does it feel hurried, rushed? Does it feel shallow? And if that's the case, I'll ask that you deepen it. And also shift so that you're breathing only in and out through your nose. And I'm going to guide you through a round of what we call in yoga the water breath. Meaning that you can do this anytime you need to push the reset button, anytime you need to come present. And it's so very simple. It's an inhale for a count of 4, and it's an exhale for a count of 4, and I'm going to count you out. So clear all of the air from your lungs. Do that now. Clear all of the air from your lungs. And when you're ready, breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath at the top. Exhale out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. Inhale in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. Exhale out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. One more time. Inhale in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe normally. Let your shoulders melt down and soften away from your ears. Let your lower body relax totally and your fingertips curl in naturally so that you become as soft as you can. You're just breathing, that's it. Nothing else is asked of you right now. You're not doing it wrong. You don't have to look or be or act any certain way, just your breath. Eyelids might relax a little bit more, your cheekbones, your ears, your jaw, nothing to it. Big, deep, beautiful breaths in through your nose, and out through your nose. One more, just like that. Big breath in, and slow, gentle exhale out. Ever so gently, left ear lowers to your left shoulder. And simply notice, just be aware of the way the right side of your neck feels. This is an action, a motion that we don't do long enough if we do it at all. Just letting your head rest to the side, just feeling the stretch in your neck. And slowly back to center, switch sides. Right ear lowers to right shoulder, just to feel a stretch down the left side of your neck, nothing crazy. Keep breathing, breath smooth and deep the entire practice, in and out through your nose if you can. Let your body ease into the stretch. There's no rush. Your only job is to remain relaxed. Come all the way back to center slowly. And quite simply, drop your head back. Lift your chin up toward the ceiling. Your eyes might want to open. They might want to stay closed. Do whatever feels good. A little bit of a counter stretch for the text neck that we get for looking at our phones all day. And all the way back up to center. Beautiful, guys. If you're resting your back against the back of your chair, then scoot toward the edge and sit up tall. Take a breath in, and as you do, roll your shoulders up along your ears and then slide them down your spine. Do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift and roll up. Exhale, open your chest and roll back. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. And last one, slow inhale, lift. And exhale, back. And we'll switch directions. As you inhale, roll your shoulders forward, rounding out through your spine and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 2 more. Slow, and last one. Beautiful, guys. Reach your arms straight up to the ceiling. Big breath in, send them taller. Exhale, twist to your right. I'm going to try to mirror you. One hand comes to the back of the chair, one comes to the side of your leg, and use the leverage you have by twisting yourself a little bit further if it feels okay in your spine. Jaw and face will stay relaxed, just a gentle spinal twist. Eyes can stay open or closed. Big breath in. Gentle exhale out. With your next inhale, slowly reach your arms straight up to the ceiling. Come back to center. And careful, twist to the opposite side. Let your hand fall to the back of your chair, one hand to your knee, and a little bit of a leverage in your twist. Keep your jaw relaxed. That's a big one. The area around your eyelids, your eyebrows, all of these areas stay soft. The softer we can get in stretching, the deeper the stretch gets, the more benefit it has. You can't stretch a tensed muscle or a tense body. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And all the way back to center. Reach your arms straight up to the ceiling one more time. One more big breath in. And we'll exhale, take it into a forward fold. You might need to step your feet a little bit wider. If your fingertips don't touch, feel free to use anything that you have, whether it be a block or a pillow. Perfect. A block or a pillow. Your fingertips graze the floor, cool. It's not a competition in yoga, ever, ever. So just let yourself be where you are. There's no judgment. Relax your spine, let it round and curl. Relax your head, grow soft. If your teeth are clenched, unclench them. A little bit softer. We'll be here for just a few more seconds. Big, full breaths in and out. And slowly roll yourself all the way back up. If you used a block, a book, or a pillow, keep it where it is. We'll move in a seated eagle pose. And the way that this looks, arms out straight, bend into your elbow, cross your right arm under your left arm. And if it doesn't quite go, that's okay. Give yourself a hug here. If it does go and you can stack the tops of your palms together, then do that. This is a great stretch for the outer shoulder. If you're feeling saucy today and you've got it, find again at your wrist, but do not push it. There is no pushing in yoga. Simply lift your elbows away from the floor as much as they feel like going. Keep your face soft, very important. We're here for just a few more breaths. For 3, 2, and 1. Cactus your arms out wide and invite an opening into your chest just to counter that stretch. Fingertips are bright. One more big breath in. And switch sides. Shimmy your right arm, your left arm underneath your right arm. I'm not going to try to mirror you because I always make mistakes when I do it. Just do the opposite of what I do. And as much as you'd like, lift your elbows away from the floor. Just leave them where they are. There's no pushing, no tugging, just being. Big breath. For 3, 2, and 1. Release and cactus your arms out wide. Chest is open and buoyant. Fingertips are bright. One more breath. And relax. Your right fingertips come down to the side of your chair. Reach and extend your left arm all the way up and over. Bend into your right elbow as much as you like until you start to feel a stretch come through the left side of your body. We'll open a different part of the side body by taking our hand and placing it behind our head. Elbow points up toward the ceiling. Follow it with your gaze if it feels okay. Looking up and maybe a little bit deeper. For 3, 2, and 1. Glorious. Switch sides. Left hand comes down. Right arm reaches all the way up and overhead. Face is soft. The area in between your eyebrows. Bend into your elbow. Place your palm behind your head and work on pressing and lifting your elbow up and over. Follow it with your gaze if it feels okay. We're here for a few more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Place your hands to the very edge of your chair. So this one will have a little bit of your intention with it, right? So if you're not able to do it today, work on all you're going to do. I'll give you a few steps, but we're doing a yogic tricep dip, which just means that we're going to do it with our breath, all right? So fingertips curl around the edge of the chair. Lift yourself away from the chair, and right here might be enough. That might be enough. You might be fine here. If you would like a little bit more, scoot yourself forward. Scoot your booty off of the chair. We'll take a big breath in. We'll exhale and dip and hold, 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 maybe for 3, 2, 1. Push back up. Exhale, hold for 3, 2, 1. Push back up. One more time. We've got this. Exhale, hold for 3, 2, 1. Push back up. Wonderful. Come to stand, guys. Shake it out. Elbows, arms, everything. All right, so I'm not doing something precarious to the camera. I'm going to switch my chair around. Okay, so feet step wide, a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And you want to be about, a good 4 or 5, maybe 3 feet from your chair, depending on how long you are. Place your hands on the edge of your chair, about shoulder distance apart, and then walk your feet back until you can bend your body into close to a V shape. So you might feel some stretch and length come in through the back of your calves, through the back of your hamstrings. Dip your head down in between your arms and just feel your shoulders stretch. Again, keep your face soft. Keep it relaxed here. This is downward facing dog. It has a ton of benefits. If you feel too many intense sensations in the back of your legs, then feel free to bend your knees a little bit, because this one is more about the spine than anything else. We'll be here for as long as you'd like. If you're ready to come up, feel free. Otherwise, stay here just a few more breaths. If you feel any tension in your head and neck, then gently shake it out side to side, shaking your head no. And then carefully begin to step your feet back in and come all the way toward the front of your chair. We'll come to a halfway lift, so hands are still on your chair, but all you're doing is straightening out your spine. Head will lift up. And slowly dip your chin into your chest, round out through your spine, and push yourself away from your chair. As you inhale, your stomach will drop, your spine will curl and round, and you'll lift your head up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, the opposite. So push it out like a howling cat. Pick up the pace. Inhale, drop your belly, C-shape your spine, look forward. And exhale, round and curl. 2 more times. Inhale, C-shape your spine. Look up. Exhale, round and curl. And last one, big deep breath in. And exhale. Take your time, a little bit of a bend in your knee, and slowly rise up to stand. And we say do that slow is because it can make you a little bit dizzy, right? Okay. Make sure I'm still in camera view. You guys can leave your chairs wherever they are. They can't leave them. Okay. Left hand touches to the back of the chair, so wherever you have to stand is fine. You can do this one on the carpet. You don't need to be on your mat. And shift your weight into your left foot. And all we're going to do is work on tree pose. So the sole of your right foot will come to the inside of your left ankle. Barring any knee issues. So if this is the bad knee, then sit this one out and we'll do the other side. But if you're good, perfect. So right here, if your balance is off today, then you might want to keep a toe down, but then again, you've got the back of your chair, so play with it. And you might lift it here to your calf. You might see how that goes. You might lift a little bit higher, anywhere but right on the knee. A little bit too much pressure. So it can be up here, it can be down low, wherever it feels good. I'm going to settle right about here. And if you're thinking, Tessa, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, I need more. I get that, right? So maybe both hands will come to heart center in front of your chest, and you can play with your balance that way. Even if one fingertip just lifts off, or 2, or 3, right? So balance, like anything else, is a muscle that you can train. And it can get better with practice. So say you're right here and you need a little bit more. Ooh, arms might reach all the way up to the ceiling. And just like a tree, right? This is tree pose. So just like a tree blowing in the wind, adding a little bit of movement does add some challenge. And we're just here for a few slow breaths. You're absolutely breezing through this one. I challenge you to close your eyes. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Dance out your knees, dance out your feet. Step your feet about hip distance apart. Roll up onto your toes. So lift your heels. Again, use the back of your chair for balance. Lift your heels away from the mat. Taking a book out of the page of ballet. This is called Releve. Super, super good for you. Strengthens the feet, and that's our foundation. Rock back onto your heels and stretch all 10 toes apart. If you can lift the balls of your feet away from the floor, even better. If you can't, cool. One more time, lift up. And again, if balance is not your friend, I encourage you to work with it. So you might lift one hand away from the chair. And roll back onto your heels and lift your toes and maybe lift the balls of your feet. Stretch everything apart. This one adds a little bit of a different feel. If the balls of your feet are lifted, can you lift your hand away from the chair? Good. 3, 2, and 1. Feet firm on the floor. Roll to the outside, the knife edge of your feet, and feel how it feels to stretch the sides of your legs in that way. The outside knife edge of your feet. Roll to the inside. See how it feels to stretch the outside of your legs like that. One more breath in. Beautiful, friends. Tree pose on the opposite side. Yeah, so you guys can just, perfect. Yeah, just get to wherever you can use the opposite hand. So even if you're not facing me, that's okay. So shift your weight into your right foot. And same thing, left foot will come to the inside of your shin, your calf, your ankle, wherever it goes. Maybe one side will get a little higher, maybe not. Ask yourself how your balance is doing. If you have any knee issues, then keep a micro bend in that knee. And maybe hands will come to heart center today, maybe they won't. We're not about pushing or about meeting ourselves where we are. Be sweet to your body. Listen to it. If you can grow tall in your branches, do it. Just like the tree sways in the wind. A little bit of movement can really challenge the balance. Wherever you are, give it a few more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Arms down by your sides. Dance your knees out. And same thing. Feet flat on your mat. Breathe in, lift your heels. You might touch the back of the chair for balance. Rock back to your heels and stretch your toes. All 10. One more time, forward, lift your heels. So good for the ankles. And one more time, back to your heels. So we'll end this little series with something that's challenging, very, very challenging, but so good for your feet. So what I want you to do, work on, even if it doesn't happen today, pressing your big toes down to the floor and stretching the rest of your toes. Just pressing your big toes down, even if it doesn't happen, do what you can do. Pressing your big toes down, trying to stretch the rest of your toes. Harder to tell in socks, but you got this. And switch, press your pinky toes down and try to lift the rest of your toes independently. So this is good for prevention of things like plantar fasciitis and things like bunions. So the most challenging part, and I promise you if you stick with this, you will get it eventually one day, is pressing your big toes and your pinky toes down, stretching the middle toes independently. Yeah? Good job. I know. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Give your toes a few blinks. And I'm going to switch my chair so that it's facing us again. For this exercise, we'll need the back of our chairs. Step your right foot forward, facing the chair, and your left foot back. So your left foot will face a degree of about 45. So if you're facing straight into a room, straight into a wall, it'll be the very corner of the room, 45 degrees. Bend into your right knee until your right knee is stacking over your ankle. So no more, that's how we keep the knee safe. No more bend, but right over the ankle. Your right hand can stay on the back of the chair. I want you to actively engage all the muscles through your legs, through your glutes, and through your core. So pull your navel in toward your spine and then up into your ribcage. Upper body will stay soft just for now. And as you're ready, if you have your balance, palms come to heart center in front of your chest and your body will face forward. This is warrior 1, a slight modification to it. If you would like to take full warrior one, then reach your arms straight up to the ceiling and rotate your pinkies in toward one another slightly. You've got the fullest breath you've taken all day in through your nose right here. Hold it strong. Exhale, let it go. We'll be here for just a few more breaths, in and out. One more. Beautiful. Right knee will straighten. Hand comes to the back or the side of your chair. And all you're doing is bending forward just a little bit. Stretch and reach your left arm up to the ceiling for triangle pose. One more breath here. And beautiful. Slight bend into your front knee and rise all the way back up. Switch sides. Step your left foot forward and your right foot back. Back toes face 45 degrees. Bend into your front knee until it stacks right over your ankle. Really strong in the lower body, so press your heel into the floor on the front side. Maybe hands come to prayer. Grow strong, be strong. And if you'd like a full expression of the pose, then arms straight up along your ears. Warrior one. Big, beautiful breath in. Let it go. One more. And carefully, hand will come to your chair, straighten your front knee, and lean forward with your right arm reaching up to the ceiling for triangle pose. Or 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up. And let's switch sides. So right foot comes forward, left foot steps back again. The stance on your okay. Okay. Legs are stance is a little bit different. So legs are a little bit wider this time, with your back foot flat and your front foot facing straight forward. Bend into your front knee. Stretch your arms out to the side. Warrior two. And last time we did triangle pose. So this time we'll reverse triangle. Straighten your front knee. Right arm straight up to the ceiling and lean back. And breath in. Exhale out. And one more. Beautiful. Switch sides. Left foot steps forward. Right foot steps back. Nice wide stance. Bend into your front knee until it stacks over your ankle. Arms reach out to the sides. Warrior two. Keep your breathing regulated here. Start to quicken. Maybe take a break. One more inhale. Exhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Reach your left arm up and walk. Beautiful. Step your feet together. Dance it out. Shimmy it out. We'll come back to center. We'll move into goddess squat. And this one is performed with feet extra wide, so like so. And your toes will turn out. And you can do this one in your seat, just like this. Okay? Feet out, toes turn out. Arms cactus out to the side, with fingertips spread apart wide. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees and straighten your glutes. And if you're seated in your chair, then all you're doing here is flexing your glutes. So it's the same thing. Be extra strong in your lower body. Pull your core in, strengthen your glutes. If you're standing, let yourself shake because you're doing some tough work. For just a few more breaths. Beautiful. If you're standing, rise back up tall and give yourself a break in your arms and your legs. Same thing if you're seated, give yourself a break. And we'll do that one more time. Big inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, cactus your arms out wide and strengthen your glutes. Recruit the glutes. Core is strong. Navel pulls in. Get a little bit tighter, get a little bit stronger. If you're standing, maybe bend just a little bit deeper. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Rise all the way back up. Beautiful, guys. We'll all have a seat. Twist it out one more time. This with full body movements. Inhale, stretch and reach your arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Let your hands fall and land where they land. Simple spinal twist. Close your eyes. Time to soften. No more work has to be done. And one more time. Inhale, sweep your arms wide and high. Come back to center. Exhale, spinal twist to your left. Beautiful. Release your twist. If you're seated, come all the way back to your back and just find a comfortable position for your legs, for your hands, and rest as much as you can. If you're able to move down to the floor, then one cool thing to do that will feel good is to lie down on your back with your legs up the chair. It's a good way to soften the nervous system. Wherever you land in your Shavasana, in your final meditation, and I recommend your palms facing up toward the ceiling. And whatever you have to do to get comfortable, do that now. Grab a pillow, grab a blanket if you're at home. Let your eyes close. Come to a place in your mind's eye where you feel totally safe. In this place where no one needs anything from you. You don't have to look, act, feel, be any certain way other than just how you are, which is perfect. That's the way that it is. In whatever position you find yourself in this moment, bring all your awareness to your feet. And without moving them, just feel them, the aliveness. Maybe a soft, subtle hum of energy. Become very aware of whatever surface they may or may not be touching. I want you to become very aware of the contact with your back on either the chair or the floor. But feel those points of contact. And let them help ground you, help you be present. And maybe allow yourself to feel a slight tingling sensation. And those points of contact, a soft, subtle form of energy, even though you're asleep. Bring your awareness into your face, your eyelids, your eyebrows, your cheekbones, your lips, your temples, and your jaw. And relax all of the tiny muscles that hold tight all day long until you're totally soft in your head and your face and your neck and your shoulders. Each inch on your scalp relaxes, your ears relax. And if there's any muscle in your body that feels like it's holding on, let it go right now. Because we deserve to push the reset button. We deserve to come home and to realize that your true nature is peace. Okay. Beautiful breath in through your nose. Long, deep inhale. And exhale, let it go with it. Any tension falls. Your mind starts to travel away from this moment. That's okay. It's so human. Bring it right back to your breathing and just focus there. Beautiful friend. Please, if you're at home and your schedule permits, stay here as long as you like. As you're ready, wiggle your fingertips and your toes and invite movement back into your body. Find any sort of movement that your shoulders, your head, and your neck can create. And finally, work your way up to a supported and tall seated position, whatever that looks like. With your next breath in, Reach your arms wide and high to the ceiling. One last stretch. Easy does it. And exhale, palms to heart center in front of your chest. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today, for allowing me to be here with you. It's always my pleasure, always, always. My heart to yours, friends. Namaste.